Hello! Today I'm going to do the animal book tag. I was tagged by Liz at Dancing Lizard, and the original tag was made by Miranda Hayes. The first question is, an animal that only comes up for air, the whale. What is a book you only put down if you had to? For this one, I'm going with Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist by Rachel Cohn and David Levithan. It's really absorbing and I just didn't want to put it down. It's also quite short, so that made the decision to not put it down much easier. Then we have Beautiful but Scary, The Lion. What is a great book that intimidated you at first? For this one, I'm going with North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. It's quite a long classic and the language is kind of dated, so I was intimidated, but it's really good. Next we have every kid's favourite, The Goldfish. What is your favourite children's book or favourite book as a child? For this one, I'm going with Swallows and Amazon by Arthur Ransom. This series, and especially this book, was one of my favourites when growing up, around the ages of 10, 11, 12, so maybe middle grade, I guess, but in my book that still counts as children's books. Next we have I've Got a Big Head and Little Arms, the T-Rex. What is a book that is strong in some areas and weak in others? I think I might be a little bit controversial in my choice this time. An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. This book had a good plot and good philosophical ideas, but I didn't really relate to any of the characters and they felt rather over the top and contrived. The next one is Nope, 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 The Spider, a book you have no intention of going anywhere near. I actually quite like spiders, but I'll tell you about a book that I'm not going anywhere near. That would generally be a horror or thriller, or a combination. The example I could think of was the second book in the Maze Runner series, The Scorch Trials. I don't think I'll even touch that book. Then we have The Animal That Repeats Others, The Mockingbird. What is your favourite adaptation or retelling? I'm going with a film for this one, and I'm going with Catching Fire, actually. For me, this film really holds up in comparison to other films, and I really like it. Then we have The Laughing Hyena, a book that kept you laughing. For this one, I'm going with Shades of Grey by Jasper Fforde. It's a kind of satirical dystopia, and I found it really funny how he would just nail criticism of today's society in this one. Then we have Mama Bear, a book with a fierce female lead. For this one, I'm going with Dragonflight by Anne McCaffrey. The main character is really good at just taking hold of her own destiny and is really kick-ass. Next we have The Horrible Hateful Cat, a book you despise. I think this might be a little bit controversial as well, but I'm going to go with Aragon by Christopher Paolini. I really suffered through this book and I don't quite know why I finished it. I felt like most of the plot was reused and the characters were really two-dimensional. And last, we have Man's Best Friend, The Dog, a book by someone you know. I only had one option for this one in my bookshelf. It is Bringebærlandet. I worked for two of the authors of this one on their farm, so I knew them and they wrote this note for me in the book. So it's a cookbook and a how-to guide for raspberries, how to grow them and how to use them in cooking. No tag is complete without tagging someone, and I tag Candice at Candysomething, Lauren at ReadsandDaydreams, and Jean Bookishthoughts. And that's all for this time. I'll see you later. Ha det!